In a small dusty village, surrounded by endless green fields, lived a 17-year-old boy named Arian. He did not have much. No fancy school. No expensive books. No perfect environment. But he had something powerful. He had a dream. Arian lived in a simple mud house with his hard-working family. His father worked under the burning sun from sunrise to sunset. His hands were rough, his back carried pain. But his eyes carried hope for his son. His mother woke up before everyone else. She cooked on a clay stove every single day. Her hands moved through smoke and fire. But her heart moved with silent prayers. They were not rich in money, but they were rich in belief. Arian owned just one torn notebook and one broken pencil. But inside that notebook, he wrote giant dreams. Every night, under the open sky, he looked at the stars and whispered, "One day, I will become something great." In his village, nobody had gone to the big city. People said, "This is our life. Farming is our destiny." But Arian's heart felt different. And then, one day, everything changed. A man named Mr. Rahul returned to the village. He had grown up there. But he had built a new life in the city. Under the old banyan tree, he said something simple. "I was poor too. But I chose one habit. I learned English every single day. And that one skill changed my life." That sentence lit a fire inside Arian. The next morning, before sunrise, he stood in front of a cracked mirror and said, "Starting today, my life changes." He made one promise. Learn 10 new English words every morning. Practice speaking for 30 minutes daily. No excuses. People laughed. Friends said, "Village boys can't speak English." Relatives warned him not to embarrass the family. Progress was slow. Some days he felt foolish. One day, a teacher corrected almost every word he spoke. He walked home embarrassed, heart heavy, thinking about quitting. But then he remembered his father's tired hands, his mother's hopeful eyes. And he whispered, "I'm not doing this only for me." So he continued. Months passed. Words began to flow. Confidence slowly replaced fear. He practiced in front of a cracked mirror. He recorded his voice on a borrowed phone. He studied when others slept. 1 year later, a public speaking competition was announced in the city. First prize? A full scholarship. Everyone said city students would win. But Arian remembered something. Opportunity never waits for perfect conditions. On competition day, he stood among polished, confident participants. He looked at his simple shirt, took a deep breath, and told himself, "They may have better clothes, but I have a better story." When his name was called, his heart pounded. For a second, his mind went blank. Then he remembered his family. And he began. "I come from a small village where dreams are bigger than buildings." The hall became silent. He spoke about failure, about discipline, about practicing when nobody was watching. His accent was not perfect, but his story was real. When he finished, the entire hall stood up. 30 minutes later, the judge announced, "This year's winner is Arian." Tears filled his eyes. Every early morning had paid off. When he returned to his village, the same people who once laughed were clapping. That night under the banyan tree, Arian said something simple. "I did not win because I was the smartest. I won because every morning I chose to improve just a little. And that is the truth. You don't need perfect tools. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need a perfect start. You only need one habit, one decision, and the courage to repeat it daily. The future you want is built quietly, in the mornings when no one is watching. So start small. Start today. Start now." If this story inspired you, don't forget to like this video. Share it with someone who needs motivation. And subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories like this. Your journey begins with one small step. Take it today.